Hi, my name is Charlie McGrath. I'm the founder of WideAwakeNews.com and a host on the Rinse Radio Network. It's been our mission from the get-go and will continue to be our mission to look at establishment media and try to determine the reasons for the agenda that they present to the people of this country. It never has to do with the story of the day. It has to do with what's coming tomorrow or shortly down the road. Today we see nothing but Benghazi, nothing but the IRS. An illegal event of yesteryear in Benghazi that we knew was bogus from the get-go, and the establishment media telling us that the IRS is dangerous. I don't even think that the people plugged into the mainstream infotainment pop culture have to be told that the illegal IRS is a dangerous institution. So what's going on? So what's being presented to us while something is happening behind closed doors? Well, thanks to the hard work of Eric Blair over at theactivistpost.com, we understand the last couple days Washington, D.C. has been very busy eroding your freedom. In fact, Senator Angus King went so far as to say the hearing he was involved in was the most astonishing and disturbing hearing that he has ever seen. Most astonishing and disturbing. Even John McCain, war hawk John McCain, came out and said that the government is going way beyond its authority. What are they talking about? The AUMF, authorization to use military force. This piece of legislation that was put into place way back when we started this war on terror, that is now turning from foreign enemies to you. You. Don't be shocked by that, because you are on the list if you are a freedom-minded, free thinker that believes in a constitutional republic. They're changing the wording of this thing so that the military can be used on the streets of this country. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not some kind of fancy fantasy that may come true down the road. It is happening right now in the guise of other news events that are not news events. Even more terrifying is the fact that West Point has come out recently and said that you, again, if you have a theory that the federal government is trying to take over and implement a national police force, you could fall into the category of a domestic terrorist. A domestic terrorist that can be dealt with by military force. We even had one lackey Defense Department unnamed source come out and say that it is completely legitimate for our military to be used against the American people because the people of our military swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. You see, this is the game. Take the truth, twist it, make it into what you want. Twist the oath of office, twist the oath to uphold and defend the Constitution to mean that the military can be used to kill American citizens. And let's be really clear, this is exactly what we're talking about. We have a track record of doing it. We have a track record of killing American citizens, and not only that, just to put the icing on the cake, his 16-year-old son a few weeks later. Of course, I'm talking about Anwar al-Awlaki and his 16-year-old boy that were murdered. United States Americans murdered because they were deemed to be rabble-rousers. Now, they happened to be overseas when that happened, but it's changing course. This is why we have Eric Holder coming out just a few weeks ago saying, what keeps him up at night? Domestic terror. This is why we have nonstop propaganda about the fact that the domestic terrorists are on the rise, and they are the #1 fear going forward. Now we have government acting to use its own military against its own people. The same people that want to tell you over and over again that surveillance is security are going to be the ones who end up being the enforcers of tyrannical government against you. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a reality that's happening right here and right now. You need to understand this. And there's a reason why if you are a gun owner, which most people in this country are, and you went to your local sporting goods store over the last 6 months to find your favorite ammunition, you can't find it. It isn't there. There's a reason why the supply is drying up. There's a reason why proposed drones are going to be in our airs. There's a reason why the security industrial complex is working nonstop in order to track, trace, and surveil everybody. And it isn't for terrorists coming over here to steal your rights. It is so a tyrannical government can justify and legitimize and bastardize the Constitution to make you the enemy of the state. Stories are attached. Great job, Eric Blair at Activist Post. That's all I got.